let's get to our next 20 minutes.
Let's go! Let's go!
And we are going to do, let me log back in. So we are going to do, where are we? We're going to do, okay, so we're trying to get the IP address of this machine, and it's ifconfig. Okay, I wonder if we do ifconfig dash help. Does that give us anything? Oh, it does give us something. List of possible hardware types, list of possible address families. Interesting. Let's see. IRDA. Interesting. ifconfig, add address, interfaces, net mask. Net mask. Okay, well that's I mean that is some networking stuff that we can eventually get into at some point. I think it is important though. If you're going to be getting into ethical hacking penetration testing, you do need to know some stuff about networking, right? But we're going to run this again and we're going to add a, let me do another WhatWeb. We're going to do aggression level 3. So A equals 3 to be a little bit more aggressive. So WhatWeb 192. And then we're going to say -A equals 3, right? So we're going to make it a little bit more aggressive and see what we get. Uh-oh. Aggression level must be 1, 3, or 4. Oh, okay. So we just space 3. Let's see if we notice any difference. I don't see any particular difference yet. Let's see. I don't see anything any different right now. What we can do, we can use, so while that's running, let's go over here and let's look at what web aggression level. WhatWeb has multiple aggression levels that control the speed, reliability, and stealth of web scan. The default level is stealthy, which is the fastest but least thorough. More aggressive aggression levels are used for penetration tests and security audits. The default level, which sends one HTTP request. All right, so aggressive can make multiple HTTP requests per target and only triggers aggressive plugins if they are identified by a level 1 request. This level is appropriate for security audits that require detailed information. Okay, we'll see what that gives us. And then heavy makes a large number of HTTP requests per target and uses the aggressive test from all plugins for all URLs. This level is used for in-depth assessment. So I guess you can start with a level 3, and then if then go to level 4 if necessary. Let's see. All right, so let's go back over here. We got monkey132Q in the building. Says, what are you doing? We are learning ethical hacking / penetration testing. I am running WhatWeb on my home network. WhatWeb is a tool to scan for web servers to see information. I'm doing on a level 3 aggression right now in order to see what type of data it comes up with. And then after that, I'm going to do it again, where we're going to do it with verbose. I think we have a verbose option to get more detailed information. All right. So honestly, this looks like the same information. I don't see anything different from what it did before. Maybe because we don't really have much to show on our network. So, but it pretty much found the same information from what I could see. Let's do let's do it a little bit verbose, right? So we go here and we say dash V. All right, now it's giving us some more data. And it's gonna go through all the other ones that it's not gonna find anything. But we do want to have a nice level of detailed reports on the ones that we are able to find. So after this is done, we're gonna copy this over as well. But because we don't have any complicated, maybe I'll set up. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to deploy something on those servers. Maybe on those computers. Maybe I'll deploy. I don't know, some application. I don't know yet, but it would be nice to see different websites being hosted there. And guess what? In that way, I kind of set up a indirectly. I indirectly set up a home lab. I wasn't even trying to, but being that these computers are running on port, like when I started an application on them, and you expose a port, then that's technically having a home lab that we can do different stuff on. Like we're scanning WhatWeb right now. We're scanning the home network with WhatWeb right now. Let me see what else we have to do with this. While it's scanning, so we went through the help command. So let me check off some things, right? We went through the help commands. We did WhatWeb on a few websites, but we're going to try WhatWeb on my own website to see what we're able to come up with. Discover IP range of home network. We did that. And then WhatWeb through home IP range. We did that. We're doing that right now. Then we're going to pass my own website through it to see what happens and go from there. I think it's almost finished. We're at 237. I think it's doing the either the requests are out of order or is doing it multiple times. While that's happening, let me go and update something over here. Let's go here, here. Um, cool. Let's see here. All right, it's done. Perfect. Let's go to. All right. So we have that. And all right, so that's done. I'm gonna copy this just to save it looking all nice and pretty. But we're gonna try the level 4 aggression as well because you will see. I don't know if that's gonna make any difference, right? But maybe because of our network, it doesn't really give us much. We know that it's sending multiple requests. Let's copy that. Something that I just thought about as well. We go here. I'm gonna paste that. But something I just thought about as well. If we go back to if we go back over here, right? When we're talking about what the level self, so aggressive can make multiple HTTP requests per target and only triggers aggressive plugins if they are identified by a level 1 request. Oh, okay. So because on level 1 we identified the different Nginx servers, then it was able to it should be doing an aggressive at that point. So let's take a look at the what we got back, right? And let me see. Oops. So if we Trying to see if I can get my mouse to work. I don't know what's going on with this. I forgot. I forgot how to use this mouse. I haven't used it in so long. I don't know. Whatever. I'll figure it out tomorrow. But if we look through here, if we nest Wi-Fi, so this one is the thermostat. Imagine somebody getting into your network through your thermostat. That would be terrible. Nginx. So Nginx, HTML5. All this information. So HTML5, HTTP server, Nginx, headers. Brother Fax web interface. Yeah, I mean that's information on our network. I want to try before we go to scan a different website. I just want to try a level 4 aggression, right? Let's see what 4 gives us. So all the ones that can't connect aren't going to do anything. I wonder if you can. I mean, while this is running, I wonder if you can filter out the WhatWeb filter out um WhatWeb only show found IP or found host maybe. Let's look at their GitHub documentation to see if they have anything about that. Because I only want to see URL pattern, aggression level, user agent, search plugins, grep. Maybe we can grep things that are found. Let's see. So if we go to further ones that were found. So no, that's gonna filter out the WhatWeb. So this one was on 108. See, all these other ones failed, which I don't believe that they should. Let me see. We're over here. Let's see. Let me see what our IP addresses are. We have 186.41. I don't see those in here. Let's let it run, see what we get. I'm not seeing our known IP addresses, which is a bit strange. What does, let me just double check what the level 4 does again. Level 4. How we get there? What? And where's the one we're looking at? Oh, this one. So Level 4 makes a large number of HTTP requests per target and uses aggressive tests from all plugins for that URL. Interesting. So let's stop that one because that one is going a little crazy. All right. So let's do a couple of WhatWebs on particular websites. So let's do WhatWeb and we'll do techcoachralph.dev. Check out techcoachralph.dev. You can sign up for free Patreon membership, and you can participate in some of the amazing events that we have going on. Something I'm thinking about doing is the sprint reviews that I do every other Sunday with my tech barbarians at 6 p.m. Eastern time. I'm thinking about having that open to Patreon members to come and participate to see the sprint review live. I think that would be cool to see the sprint review live. Um, and then you can even ask some questions as well. So I'm thinking about to the Patreon members in the chat. Would you be interested in attending some of the sprint reviews that I do with the Tech Barbarians to see what they're working on, to see some of their presentations live that you can ask some questions about? I have some presentations from one of the Tech Barbarians who just started working in banking, and they're doing presentations on how the banking industry works. And I'm having her think about technology in banking and how she can play a role in technology, maybe fintech. You can ask questions and things like that to get a better understanding of the different. I mean, kind of see the work that they're doing, and how I am pushing them and helping them maneuver. So, if you're interested, I will. I think I can make that happen for an upcoming sort review. So let me know. Let me know your thoughts on that. All right. All right. So we did the WhatWeb for TechCoachDrive.dev. It did a so it went to that. It said 301 permanently moved permanently because I am redirecting TechCoachDrive.dev to so it it went to TechCoachDrive.dev and then it redirected to www.techcoachDrive.dev. And then it redirected to www.patreon.com/techcoachDrive.dev, where it found it was a 200 OK response. Content US. Let's see what else it has. Countries of the US, email, download. Oh my God, I'm sharing the wrong screen. Look at that. Oh, wrong button as well. So I'll do it again. I'll do it again because I was yapping and not sharing the right screen. So WhatWeb techcoachralph.dev. You're going to see that it is going to first go to techcoachralph.dev. It says 301 move permanently, and it's going to redirect you to www.techcoachralph.dev. It is saying that, and it's saying, all right, that redirects, because I'm redirecting techcoachralph.dev to patreon.com/techcoachralph. So that way you have an easy way to get to it. You don't have to go to Patreon/techcoachralph. You just techcoachralph.dev. It takes you exactly there, right? And it is telling you that it is telling you what it found on Patreon. So it lets you know that it's it's a Patreon site. And the information that I have there, it's giving you all types of details, right? Let's do it a little bit verbose though. Let's do that again. We're gonna do the -V for verbose. And let's see what it gives us. All right, so it tells us that is pretty cool. The way that it's tracing and giving you all this information. All right, so let's take a look at that. So once we're passing the verbose flag in there, so it's telling us that the redirect that's happening at my at whoever's handling techcoachralph.dev to do the redirect, they're using Apache. And then still using Apache because it's still the same site. See, the IP address is the same. When we get to patreon.com, they are, it doesn't say what they're,
Lunch break.
it doesn't say exactly what they're using. if we were to go more aggressive with it, we probably could, but we should not go more aggressive. Email address, extract email addresses, find valid email addresses, and yada yada. We will take a look at that after. HTML5 detected as a dog type, so it tells you that they're using HTML5. HTTP server, they're using Cloudflare, Open Graph Protocol. A lot of information here. This is a lot of information, to be honest with you. So I'm trying one before we go to break. I'm going to try one more site. Right, I'm going to try the WhatWeb merch.techcoachralph. .dev. Let's see what that one does, right? And I'll put some. I'm not gonna make it verbose for now. Actually, I'm gonna stop it. Let me stop it. Stop. Clear. All right, there we go. So WhatWeb merch.techcoachralph.dev. That is where. If you're interested in getting in the abandoned hat, abandoned hoodie, abandoned bucket hat, abandoned what do they call them? I call them scullies. I don't know what you guys call them, but I call them scullies. But the abandoned scully hoodie, whatever, you can go to merch.techcoachralph.dev and check it out there. But it is telling us that it is moving us to redirecting us to Spreadshop, and I'll do a verbose one as well to get a little bit more detail. And then we're gonna go to break. And then I think we'll be done with WhatWeb for now, right? And we'll recap what we've done on WhatWeb as soon as this is done. Wow, they have when you put it as verbose, it gives you a lot of information. I'm gonna copy this. So let's go and look up here. So it takes you to Spreadshop, techcoachralph.spreadshop.com or myspreadshop.com. Tells you the IP that the server is located. Access control. They give you the email for Spreadshop. What methods that you're allowed to connect. The email address. Their proxy provider. Let's see. A lot of information that I don't even know what to do with it. I don't even know what to do with this information. All right. But I think that's it for WhatWeb. So quick recap before we go to break. This is what we did with WhatWeb, right? We were able to go through the different help commands. We did that last week. The help commands for WhatWeb. We tried WhatWeb on a few websites, some pretty big websites like CNN, Fox, NBC, right? And we saw the response that they gave. That was last week. We figured out how to get our home IP range, right? And I also set up Nginx, which is a web server on a few of the different computers in my home network. And I use Docker to start up Nginx. So I would say this. It's this is why I do DevOps on Sundays, ethical hacking on Thursdays, and Mondays and Wednesdays I do large language models because they all go together. Because if I'm talking to you about Docker, but you haven't been following along on Sundays, you're like, okay, what is Docker, right? But with Docker, I'm able to spin up if you saw last week, I was able to spin up a web server in seconds, right? In seconds, and then we're actually able to use a scan. So I would say if you have more than one computer on your home network, would you guys like me to do a video dedicated to installing? Oh, I have one installing Docker, but how to spin up a few web servers on your home network so that you can actually use so you can actually try out the WhatWeb tool locally, like at home, right? Because I think that'll be good for you. But regardless. Um, we use Docker to start up a few web servers on the home networks, and we're able to scan our home network an IP address range of 192.168.86.0 all the way to .255. That was our IP address range, and it found some stuff that I wasn't even expecting. It found my printer. It found my thermostat, and there was something else too. I'm not sure about that Marvel WM, but it found that as well, right? So that is pretty powerful tool. I didn't really see much of a difference with the aggression level yet, but that's probably because it's very, very basic stuff. But we'll try that out, right? But if that is going to be helpful to you, then I'll make a video dedicated to how I use Docker and the simple command. It would be really quick. The simple command to run to start up Nginx and how you can access it on your network, right? So with that being said, we're going to wrap up. We're going to wrap up WhatWeb for now, right? And we are going to break. So I'm gonna check the chat. We're going to get into our next break time topic where we're going to be looking for some SOC analyst roles because my dear friend Nightjade said that SOC analyst roles is a great entry level role into cybersecurity. And if you're here watching ethical hacking, that means you have an interest in cybersecurity, and maybe you might not just be able to jump into ethical hacking right away at a company. You can definitely do it on your own, doing bug bounties and stuff like that. But maybe a SOC analyst role might be a good.
I've got dreams that sparkle bright in the stillness of the night. No more whispers left unclaimed, tired of playing their blame game. Your advice, like clouds unclear, shrouds my path in fog and fear. I've got plans of golden hue. Listen close, they're not for you. Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Let me be. Let me live. I have plans. I have plans. Wanted this child, no mistake. Keep your insight fake and vague. In our world we'll build anew. See me rise in skies so blue. Judgments falling like fake rain, washing over without pain. They don't walk in shoes I made. In my soul our dreams parade. Hearts like diamonds, precious, rare. In this family we care. No more shadows from your glance. In our life don't take a stance. Rise above what others say. Through each bright and shining day. Strengthen my own heart and hands. In this lifelong